Welcome everyone. Welcome. I'm going to do two little landscapes here on these small canvas. These are really good sellers. You're selling your art like at a market or something. So I put a really thin layer of white on these to cover. This is oil paint, and let me find I do have we're going to start by putting some blue in the sky. And since I put white on here, we could just add the blue right to it, and we'll mix it into the white. And it should get lighter down. This first one's gonna be like a summer scene. I'm gonna have trees on either side with the horizon, maybe deer. So we'll bring this color down to here, and then a bunch of clouds up there in the sky. That looks like a nice blue sky there. We'll start off with the sky. This one here, I'm gonna do a, let me see, what was I gonna do? Can't remember. Oh, like a big mountain scene. That's right. We're going to do same thing here, but the mountain's actually going to be up front here, believe it or not. So same thing, we'll put some blue in here. This is Prussian blue, and I'm doing a painting over some old paintings. So I put some titanium white down first. So my Prussian blue is kind of blending into that white. That's why it's a lot lighter. So we'll start out both the same. This one will be trees. This is going to be right up front here, which is kind of unusual. I've never done that before. So for the trees, I'll do the groundwork right now. We're going to take sap green, mix some Prussian blue in it, just a little bit of Prussian blue, and a little bit of brown. The brown I have is raw umber brown. You could use any kind of brown you want, Van Dyke brown. But it's going to give us a really dark color, so we can put some trees in here. So we're going to have trees over here, and then some trees over here going way off into the distance there. Let's start by putting our horizon in. So we'll tap in some color right here. I'm actually going to put a few buildings back there. Okay. And I should be using a smaller brush. Here, I got a smaller fan brush here. It's not my favorite fan brush, but it's such a small painting. Alright, so we're going to have one large tree right here on the side here. Pretty much coming down to about here, because we're going to have green grass down here. And then let's just go ahead and throw some branches on it right now, using the corner of the brush. And then there's going to be another tree behind it going back towards the distance there, smaller. Just put in the dark color. I'm going to highlight all these so it's going to look cool. It's going to be a really bright green. And then even a smaller one here to make it look like it's going back. Very good. Look how cool that looks already. Same thing over here. This is going to kind of run up this way, and then we'll have a large tree here. There's going to be a pathway here as well. These trees are really fun to make. I live in Seattle, so I do a lot of these evergreen trees because this kind of looks like the area where I live. So we're going to pull this a little bit to the left now underneath the trees. Just pull it out just a little bit to create some hills here. Very good. Now all this is going to be grass in here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lighten it up a little bit. So I'm going to add a little bit of yellow to my green here. And a little bit of white, I guess. Just to make this grass later in here. We'll get a bunch of different tones going in here. This is a really small painting. I believe it's a 5x7. Look how cool that looks already. And we're going to do a pathway. I think I'll use a knife. I'm going to mix some white, some alizarin crimson, and a little burnt sienna. Now, I'll cut a pathway in here. Just a simple one, right up on the edge of these trees here. Just put the color in it. I'll probably brush it out with a brush. We'll use that same color. Some tree trunks in here. It's like a reddish brown. Very nice. Now we want to have a bunch of different colors down here. So I'm going to make a light green first. So I have some what kind of green? It's phthalo green. It's not really the best green to be using on a landscape, but I'll try and add a little yellow to it to see if it. It's very light though. It's a very light green. I might use it for the trees. Let's try it for the trees. It's a very light green. We'll just run some light color down the side of these trees here. Might be too light. Add a little yellow to it. There we go. Some highlights. Now I'm just going to put some down in here. Some bushes back here. I'm going to put some flowers out here. Start with yellow ochre and then mix some yellow. Now a little bit of titanium white, so it lightens the top of these flowers a little bit. That looks really cool. I'm not trying to do a detailed picture here. I'll add brown in here for like shadows and stuff. That looks cool. For the sky, the clouds, I'm going to use this fan brush, titanium white, and we're just going to touch the color up here wherever I want a cloud. And then we're going to blend the bottom into the blue. Some really simple clouds here. Believe it or not, I sell these at the when I do the farmers markets. There's a lot of people that like these small pictures, and they I guess they like to put them on their desk or something. I like it. I want to put a few buildings back there. So we're going to use for the wall. One of the walls we'll use white and Prussian blue and a little brown. Just a small building back here. Maybe. Now we'll give it a red Alzheimer's crimson top with a little, might have to put a little white in it. We'll see. And then a little bit of tight white for the other side of the house here, for the building. There we go. Buildings back there. I've got my mind set on you. Set on you. Gonna take the money. Alright, let's do it now. I'm gonna put a mountain right up front here. I'm gonna mix some Payne's Gray and Prussian Blue. It's going to be a mountain right up front here, kind of tall. With a lot of snow on it. We'll have some kind of distant mountains back here. should be using a knife. To do it, to do it. I was using acrylic paint the other day, and I used the knife, and I got acrylic paint. It kind of hardened up on my knife. Kind of hard to get it off. There we go. Yeah, let's put some snow up here. These almost look like Oregon mountains. Like they're straight up cliffs. I got, yes, I was able to go to work today. They've been cutting hours, so I got lucky. And they're gonna let me go in tomorrow too. Just for like 4 hours. I like that, I'm gonna get some of that dark Prussian blue up here. Look at that. Oh yeah. That looks cool. That looks cool. It's kind of hard to hit this knife being so small. Really hard. I want to kind of lay it on there, but it's not really working because my hand's not enough here. Very cool. So I got some of my dark green here. I'm going to try and add like a tree to the side here. That looks like it's in the foreground. We got this distant and then something in the foreground there. These are just simple paintings that, believe it or not, people like them. So I had a guy come to my booth and he bought every small painting that I had. I think I had like 6 of them. He wanted more too. I told him, well, I got more at the house, so he wanted to come to me and get the rest of them. He just liked small paintings. But I told him, well, I'll be out there next weekend. He could come. I'll bring him the next time I go out there. And I did, but he never showed up. I'm using that same light green. Not the greatest tree. You really got to wet the paint. You're going to layer it on top of the other paint. Let's see who got in here today. I've been working on some, and that look cool for a simple painting. I only took 30 minutes to do these 2. Hey Barbara, how you doing? Guess what? Me and Lisa are going to do it tomorrow. On Sunday, a special live music event. Let's use the knife for some. Since this thing is paint, we could put some indications of twigs here, or trees. Very cool. I really like that one. It needs a little more snow out there on the bottom of the mountain, so see if I can get this knife to work. Yeah. You just gotta lay it in there really gently to get it to stick, or it'll mix in with the wet paint underneath. Yeah, I don't know what happened last night. I think I got tired. those pop arts, they take a little longer than I thought. I like them though, because if I lay it out myself, uh, if I designed it myself, I like it. Because a long time ago, I used to do like, Marilyn Monroe, Elvis Presley. But you get tired of doing, it didn't seem like my own art. Anyway, there we go. 2 little landscapes in like 30 minutes. Boil. Got my liner brush here. I'll put a bird in there. I'll definitely do that, some pop art. I gotta go run back to my work and get some more canvas. I tried to do it on that watercolor paper and it just doesn't come out good. It doesn't come out as smooth. Like that one I did back there on a canvas, I really liked that one, man. That one came out great. Look at the colors in there. That's on a canvas, so I'm gonna go run and get canvas. And so this one's cool. Like her face matches the color of the flowers, and the green is the only green in there. So I'm gonna try and name this something after like the green leaves. It's the only thing in the picture that's green. But this yellow is up there, the purple's here, the blue, the orange flowers, the background. But I didn't know what to name it, but it's a really cool painting. Yeah, I like it. I still got to finish this one. There's a homeless guy sleeping in the coffee shop. But man, I got to have acrylic paint, I'll tell you that. Man, when I was doing acrylic for the last year and a half, man, I got so much acrylic paint, it's unbelievable. So I went down to check out that, I thought it was going to be a flea market here in my neighborhood, and it's not really a flea market. It's a place that has a bunch of just antiques and stuff. So I thought it was going to be a actual place where artists could go sell their stuff. But I was wrong. Yeah, I like acrylic paint too. I mean, it's easier to work with, easier to clean. Yeah, I'm gonna go run and get some more bigger canvas. funny though, every time I go sell my stuff at like a farmer's market, they always want to know if it's acrylic. And it seems like most of those people want oil paintings, but I could tell them it was oil and they wouldn't know the difference, I don't think. Sometimes I got so many paintings now, it's hard to tell if I did it in acrylic or oil. I mean, I got thousands of paintings. I gotta start selling them. I gotta fix, because the ones that sell, you gotta have like some depth in it. So there's a lot of lands I can just touch up, make them a little better. I'll be back in 30 minutes, guys. I'm gonna go run and get some more camp, but thanks for watching. It's Saturday.